G'day guys, this one is a fun one. This was me just mucking around and playing while I was watching a new Australian show, and it's called, I'll let you know what it was called. This is a little bit of a life update situation. So I'm using all those paints there. Can you see them all there? There's heaps of them. I'll tell you what it's called in half a shake of a dog's hind leg. It's called High Country. Pretty good. Not gonna lie. Pretty good. Now, let me tell you. What am I doing? Okay, so this is the photo that I'm using. Now, I know this looks really bizarre. The reason I'm scrapping this was, Taylor was at work one day, and her and her boss at the time, they were like, what's going on? Can you see that rainbow? The rainbow above, there was a rainbow above them, but it was a circular rainbow. Has anyone ever seen one of them before? I think it was the day we had an eclipse. It wasn't a lunar eclipse. I don't know what it was. It was something along those lines, and it ended up throwing a round rainbow. Does that make sense? It's coming out of my mouth and it makes me sound like I'm a lunatic and I've lost my mind. But trust me, the photo's there. It wasn't the camera. They could all see it with their naked eye. It was bizarre. Anyway, I thought I'd scrap it. And considering I actually did this video on a Sunday, and I was just kicking back at home and I was just playing, and I just wanted to do something repetitive and simple just to get my brain back on track for the working week and just to sort of see where I'm going. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm creating a rainbow, and I wasn't sort of, at this point I was thinking, what am I doing here? This isn't working. I'm using the end of my makeup sponges, just the rectangle tip. That's what I'm doing. Now, I am going to town and I'm going around. I'm creating, this is another one of those videos. A few videos back, I explained how it was requested to tell me for me to show you different ways to get texture on a page without actually doing foam tape and all the thickness, right? So that's the only thing I had in my head when I was doing this layout. And it was about here. I was watching Highlander, the highway show, and I was watching that, High Country, I mean. I was watching that, and then I was watching a Patrick Swayze doco, and I was just going to town. Once I started doing this ombre, I got to tell you, a 12 by 12 was too small. I could have done this all day. You know, some people do like those diamond dots because it's repetitive, it's easy, it's simple, and it's just doesn't take lots of brain power. Like it's easy. I got to tell you, this was one of those situations. What I was trying to create was, you know, when you get those tassel bath mats, we can't have them in our house because for some reason, when our dogs walk on them, they think they have to pee. I don't know why, but they've got like little knobbies on them, and they're like little string bits. Sorry if you can hear the rain, by the way. It's absolutely pelting down. It's been really, really hot and humid here today. So, yeah. So I decided that I was going to make a rainbow knobbly bath mat looking thing. That's you want to know how my brain thinks sometimes? That's what it was thinking. Now, it was at this point that I realized, hang on a minute, it looks better if I actually ombre. So see on where I'm dipping my paint, can you see where I'm adding the white, and then I'm putting these down, and I'm not putting them even. So I'm not just going around the solid sort of thing. And see how I've got one part is white, and one half is white and one half is blue in this case. it really helped create the texture on the page, but yet it's all just flat paint. Now, so easy. Anyone could do this, honestly. I'm not pressing super hard. I'm just kissing it to the cardstock. Now you can see it's a little bit more curved on one corner. It's a little bit more, you can see the red in the center. I was going to start in the middle and then went, you goose. You got to go from the outside in, not inside out, if you want it to look like it's standing up. You could go the other way and then it would look more like a flower, you know, like a Banksia flower. You know how like the pieces come into the center, but I wanted it to go the other direction. So I've just done a little bit of purple. Well, I'm just doing Roy G. Biv basically. But I'm not using your typical standard colors. You know, like I normally would have reached for my distress range of something. This time I decided, no, I'm going to go to my acrylic paints because I haven't used them forever. So I used those, and I'm just using the Creative Place white titanium paint that's from Aldi to do the white part of this. I got to tell you, the best thing I ever bought was this Dina Wakley Media. It's supposed to be a stamping platform, but I love it for mixed media. It is so good. Now this is my yellow and white. Now the yellow looks really, really fluoro bright, but it's not. That's just my camera's lighting making it look that way. I absolutely love how this turned out. When I got to the end, I was like, that looks really cool. I actually thought about it and I thought I should have scanned it in. I don't even know how to do that. If you know how to do that, let me know, because I would love to make papers like this, and it's my own work. You know, I've created it. So there's no copyright or anything like that on it, because it's me, it's what I've created. So I'm thinking, you know, I don't know, people might want, they might not to, you might just want to make it yourself, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, so now I'm doing the orange layer, and so you just work your way into your red basically. Now I'm going around, I'm doing a few layers. I only did one of the yellow. Actually, no, I think I did two of the yellow. Two of the orange, and then one of the yellow. Can you see the little squares? It just looks, I love how it turned out. I mean, and it was relaxing. I was chilling out. So, bit of a life update. So, what I told you about Ange getting her license, her learners. We're back to training, back to school. Work's going really good. I'm loving it, guys. I'm loving it. I really am. It's hard. It's physically hard for me with my fibro and, you know, all those bits and pieces. But I ain't no quitter. So I don't quit on anything like that. So how good does that red look? Can you imagine that at Christmas time? Doing something like this and creating a Christmas tree or a wreath or something like that. How cool would that be? It would look so cute. So it was a little bit time consuming. It took me in total, to make this in total, it took me about an hour and 50 minutes. So don't think for a second that I could never do that. Oh my God, it would take me forever. It actually didn't take anywhere near as long as you probably would think. I have sped it up, but it's not sped up that much, really. So I'm just bringing this right in. I know that I've got a photo going over there, but I wanted to bring it in just purely because I knew when I fast forwarded this center bit, that would look really cool. So I'm going around the outside edge with some white, just some plain white, just to lighten up the edges. And not because I'm trying to dull down the purple, because I know I'm going to cut the edges because I want it to be actually a slightly thicker border. So as a result, it actually kind of looks fireworksy now. Now I look at it like that. You can also do it for fireworks, guys. So it's another idea. That would look so cool. Can you imagine just sitting down? Maybe my next live. Maybe we should do something like this for my next live. It was so easy and it was so much fun. And it dried in a heartbeat. Like by the time I was finished doing that white bit, it was all dry. So I took a 1/4 inch off all the way round because I wanted it to stay relatively even with the purple, etc. I did gut the black because I needed to mount the photo on black, and just trying to be a little bit more conservative with paper. So doesn't that look cool? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So it's got a slightly wider border, but that's because I knew I wanted to do some pen work around the border. So, and the centerpiece, I just wanted it to be just the photo, like right in the center. I absolutely love it. Yeah, so it turned out really, really good. Now, I'm not even going to tell you where this is or what job site this was or anything, but yeah, it was so cool. Now, I pulled out my thickers. These were sent to me by my beautiful subscriber Shira Lee. She sent them over for me. These are the SUGARPLUM Wishes thickers, and I've wanted to use them for so long, but I never had anything that I wanted to use the red ones. Obviously I could use them for Christmas, but I wanted to use them for a title, and I thought they might work on this layout. Now I went ahead, you saw me there, I'm not measuring anything, I'm just eyeballing, guys. So I'm literally just eyeballing the, hopefully it's a big enough circle kind of thing. That's the vibe I was in by the end of this layout. I was just mellow. So I decided that I needed a circle in the background just to sort of reiterate that circle vibe. And I'm just gluing it to the back of the photo, muzzle tough. And then it was, let me see. Oh, and then that's when I decided to come in here, and I wanted to put my title on the black words. Look, if I had to use my brain, I probably could have used the white ones of these, but I really, really wanted to use the red. And given that the title was going through the red band of it, I thought that worked. So that's why I did that, and it added that little bit of metallic to an otherwise matte layout, basically. So that's where we're at. Now, I ended up calling it Circular Rainbow because I gotta be honest with you, I've never ever seen a circular rainbow before. Never. So it was one of those moments. Sorry about my phone being in the way there, guys. I had to check the spelling of circular because I did it and it didn't look right. And I thought, I know, someone's going to pick on my spelling. I know it. And yeah, no, it was right. It just doesn't look right. I don't know why. So I added just those couple of bits of bling. And then I went around the outside of the black circle with some white pen just to get it to pop. And I absolutely love how it turned out. I hope you like it too. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I did go around the outside edge with a double white pen border, and then I went around just to duplicate, whatever you want to call it. I just did some random rectangle white bits just to give you draw your eye out a little bit, and I think that works. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, I would really appreciate a thumbs up, a like, a comment, a share, any of those things. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you jump on board. I now am trying to post 3 videos a week because now I'm working full-time. So, you know, I'm a full-time mum, I'm a full-time worker, and I'm a part-time YouTube creator, and I'm a wife, and you know, all those things. So I've got a lot of balls in the air, but that's okay. So here's your close-up, guys. Let me know what you think. Is it something that you would give a go? Is it something that you think you would like to do? Let me know. I think it looks pretty cool. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. And what else was I going to tell you? I was going to tell you something else, and I can't remember what it is. No, it's gone out of my head. It'll have to wait for the next video. As soon as I press stop, I guarantee you I'll remember what it is. It was going to be something. No, it's gone. That's all right. Okay, guys, I'll have everything listed below in the description. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that sort of fun stuff, and I'll chat to you again soon. Bye for now.